Hi guys, this is Drinking Kathy, and this is Smokey. She's not gonna let go of my shirt. Smokey, can you say hello? She wants to give me kisses. This is Smokey the bird. She can see herself on the camera. Say hi, Smokey. She's pretty camera shy, so I don't know if she'll say hi or not. I hope this is recording. Anyway, she's losing feathers because it's spring. And she's losing her winter feathers and getting her spring feathers. She's molting. So, she's a very sweet girl. She likes to cuddle. Hi. I don't know if she'll talk. She just wants to give kisses right now. So, anyway, you guys, this is week 9. I'm 9 weeks post-op. Can you believe it? 9 weeks. That's crazy. How did it go by so fast? Smokey. She thinks she's a dentist. She's after my teeth. And she likes to groom my hair. So anyway, Smokey's been in my life for a long time, but I'll get into that later. First, if this is your first time visiting, welcome. I don't usually have a bird. But people have left in the comments that they'd like to meet her because they could hear her. I think they could hear her talking on my last video. Or maybe only I could hear her talking and I mentioned her. So, yeah, this is my first video with Smokey. And my stats, I am 52 years old and I'm 5'4". I had RNY gastric bypass surgery in Toronto at St. Joseph's Health Center with Dr. David Lindsay on February 1st of this year. 3 weeks before that I started Optifast. I had to. It was part of the surgery. I had to lose weight to shrink my liver. So I lost 23 pounds in the 3 weeks on Optifast, and I've just kept going ever since. It's been a wild ride. So yeah, week 9, I am down 3.2 pounds this week. Isn't that crazy? Smokey, 3.2. Smokey knows her numbers. Can you say 3? 3? Yeah, I love you too. She says okay. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's leftover from Christmas. Is that what Santa Claus says? Oh, 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 oh. She likes to dance. Eh? You're such a good girl. Mommy loves you so much. So yeah, so that's 3.2 pounds down. A total of 62.4 pounds gone. And let me see, I'm just looking at my notes. My printer's not working, so I had to bring my laptop down. So anyway, I've never lost more than 60 pounds. I've never actually lost more than 50 pounds. 50 is the most I've ever lost on my own. I lost 50 pounds 3 or 4 times on my own. And yeah, so 62.4 pounds is awesome. I'm really happy with that. So this morning, when I got up, I was 241.6 pounds. 241.6, guys, I'm almost out of the 240s. I hope I'm not jinxing myself by saying that. Anyway, I started at 304. So I went from 304 to 241.6, and I couldn't be happier with that. Yeah, so those are my stats, and I know a lot of people just are interested in the stats, so I'm going to go into Smokey now, and then some NSVs and what I've been doing, and then some shout outs. Hi Smokey, you're such a good girl. She wants my computer. She usually watches YouTube videos of other parrots on her computer, so she likes doing that. You're such a pretty girl. Mommy loves you. Did you see yourself? Is that you? Is that you? Can you say hi? Oh, that's your favorite spaceship sound. That's your favorite spaceship sound. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. I love you. So anyway, I've had Smokey since 1990. I was not in the market for an African gray parrot. I was in the market for a green Amazon. I think a yellow-naped Amazon. There was a parrot that I loved at the local pet store named Oliver, and I couldn't afford him. I was still in school. I was in university. And as soon as I got my first teaching job, I ran to the pet store to buy Oliver, and someone had bought him the week before. And it was really sad because Oliver used to fly to me across the store, and he was always excited. And I found out later his new owners never handled him, and he didn't have a really great life. So I felt bad for that. So anyway, I didn't get a parrot then, and then I went to Toronto area, Mississauga, for my job. I was teaching in the Peel Board of Education. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to see what other kinds of parrots they have. So I went to a pet store, and there were all kinds of really beautiful birds, and one of them was an Amazon that looked just like Oliver. And he was supposedly, or she, I don't know, was very friendly. And this bird was hissing at me like a cat. It did not like me at all. Meanwhile, I backed away from that cage into another cage, and I felt a little tap on my shoulder, and it was Smokey tapping me on the shoulder through her cage. So I turned around and looked at her, and she said, hi. And I said, hi. So I thought, well, I'm going to look at this bird. And I didn't know anything about African greys, and I really did think they were pretty. I wanted a green with yellow. I mean, she's gray. She has a pretty red tail. I knew nothing about African greys. I didn't know they were the best talkers out of all the parrots. So, and she only really said hi and kiss. So anyway, I asked to see her, and the guy at the store was afraid to show her to me. She had a big sign above her cage, warning bird bites. And apparently, she had bit everybody that worked there. So I had to open the cage door myself, and she crawled right down, and I put my finger up, and she stepped up. Someone had trained her, I guess, when she was a baby. So she climbed all the way up my arm, all the way to my shoulder, stood on my shoulder, kissed me, and said, kiss? And I said, yeah, this is my bird. And I was told she was a boy, and that she was 6 months old, and that was in September of 1990. So now it's 2017. So this spring she would have been 28, or she will be 28. I'm not sure if they were right about her birthday, because they weren't right about her being a boy. 3 years after I got her, she started laying eggs. So I wouldn't have named her Smokey if I would have known that she was a girl, because I always wanted a little bird named Kiki. But I still call her Smokita, Chiquita, Bananas, and then she gets Kiki for short. Yeah, you like that. She has nicknames. And she's very affectionate, but only with me. You want to go on my shoulder? I don't want you to fall down. Alright. I should have worn a different sweater for her. This one's kind of slidey. I thought it would be good enough. Okay, let Mommy hold you. You're having trouble there. So, yeah, you're a good girl. I love you. That's her favorite sound. She learned it from a bird named Einstein. Einstein is a famous South African gray parrot on YouTube. You love Einstein, don't you? Yes, she's saying, why am I looking at a screen and I'm not watching Einstein? And Einstein answers questions. They'll say, what does a cat say? And it will meow. Or what does a dog say? And different sounds. And that sound that Smokey just did is the spaceship sound. I think I'm going to put her back right now if you give me a minute. And I'll let it this quiet time out. Smokey, say bye-bye. She has her own computer in her room, and her videos are playing and she can hear them. Say bye. She's a great talker, but she's not going to talk. Can you say bye-bye? Bye. Take care. Going out? No. I'll be right back. We will be right back. Yes, I know. That's your favorite sound. So anyway, yeah, 241.6 pounds, guys. That's awesome. Now she's talking. I don't know if you can hear her. You might be able to hear her. She's doing a man voice right now, and she's laughing. I've been going for bike rides this week. I went on my first bike ride on April 2nd, and it was sunny and warm, but really cool, and I was really happy. I did 5 kilometers. And the problem was all I had was an omelet for breakfast, a 1-egg omelet with some cheese and some salsa. And it was good for protein, but it wasn't good for carb, and by 4 kilometers I was exhausted. The last kilometer, I could hardly make it home. My legs were fine. It was a different kind of exhaustion. I felt lightheaded, dizzy, like I was going to pass out. So when I got home, I had some tuna for lunch, and I had 7 little soda crackers. That's what I'm allowed as one portion. I don't normally have them. I think I've had them twice in 9 weeks, in the last 3 weeks, actually, because I do like crackers, and they're a carb, and they're not a good carb, but I needed something fast. I think my blood sugar, I don't know. I felt miserable, and I felt pretty bad for the rest of the day. The crackers helped, but it wasn't very many carbs. So, anyway, but I was happy. I did 5 kilometers for my first time out. And the second day, I went again on April 3rd, and it was much colder. It was only 3 degrees Celsius, and that's 37 Fahrenheit, for my American friends. So it was pretty cold and it was windy. So it was a lot harder to bike ride. So I was only able to do 20 minutes of riding because it started raining. And it was so cold and windy, I thought that's all I need is to be caught. It was just drizzling when I started heading home. But I was really afraid I'd get caught in a downpour because I've just recovered from pneumonia not too long ago. And I know that getting wet can't cause pneumonia, but I was really uncomfortable, so I came home. But 20 minutes, I think I did 3 or 4 kilometers. I can't remember. But 20 minutes was good. I burned a lot of calories, and I didn't feel weak or exhausted because I had some flatbread for breakfast and with peanut butter. And I did a separate video of what I eat. And hang on, I'm going to show you what the flatbread looks like. I'll just edit out the pauses, you guys, from when I walk away, if it's too long. This is called Flat Out Folded Bread. It's artisan 5-grain and flats. And it's a weird shape. I don't know if you can see it in here. I don't want to touch it because I have been handling the bird. But it's like a figure 8. There's a round thing here and a round thing here, and they're joined by a little crease. And you'll hear on the cover, you can see you can fold it over. But I don't do that. I just cut it in half and eat half. So the stats for it are really good. The stats are 110 calories for the whole thing. But I only do half of that, so that's 55 calories. And let me see. The fiber is 7 for the whole thing, so it's, well, on mine, when I did it in, it said 4, but 4 and 4 is 8, so it must be 3.5 for the fiber. And the protein is 8, so that's 4 for half of it. So I'm really happy. And it even has iron in it, it has calcium in it, and it's very good. Here's some different ideas on the back of how different people make it. I tried it as the pizza one day, but I just used this Kraft sliced low-fat mozzarella, and it wasn't very good. It should have real mozzarella. And I bought some pepperettes. And I was okay with the pepperettes when they were broiled and cooked, but I wasn't good with them when they were raw. I think it's still too early. And you can make them like a grilled cheese sandwich with them if you want. And, you know, an egg sandwich, whatever. But I like them just with the peanut butter for now, for before bike riding. And I like it for breakfast sometimes. It's filling and it tastes good. And I like it lightly toasted. If you toast it too much, it gets too hard. And I can't eat anything hard like that just yet. I still have 1 more week on soft foods. But it's just lightly toasted so it's warm and it smells really good. And yeah, you can't beat it. I mean, the carbs are really low. It's 15 grams of carbs for the whole thing. And I never eat the whole thing. I eat half. So that's 7.5 carbs. So that's really good. I'm really pleased with that. And I'll buy it again, definitely. So, and it has omega-3 fatty oils in there or whatever. Sorry, you guys, I'm having trouble talking. So, yeah, it's, I'm glad I found it. Now, I know a lot of the people on my group, I'm on different online groups, and a lot of them are like, no, don't eat it. It's like the slippery slide. You're going to get fat again if you eat it. But I don't find that's the case. It's not like eating white bread. It's not like eating a donut. It doesn't affect me that way. I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. I'm able to limit myself to half a piece. And even if I were to have the whole piece later on, I don't think that would be bad as long as I stay within all of my macros for the day. I limit my carbs to 50 and under. Most days I'm lucky if I get 30 or 35, even if I eat this. Like the day that I ate this, I have half of this plus the peanut butter, and there's carbs in peanut butter. For my whole day that day, I got like, I think 30 carbs, 35 carbs for the whole day. So I was really pleased with that. And I'm losing weight. So I'm not going to be crazy about the carbs. Like, I am going to watch. I'm not eating white bread. I'm not eating rice. I'm not eating pasta. I'm definitely not donuts and cakes, things like that. Of course not. But I haven't eaten potato. So, but I think something like this, for me, is fine. It doesn't trigger me to want to eat anymore. Yeah, so I didn't go for a bike ride yesterday because it poured. It started raining when I was on my second bike ride on April 3rd. And it rained all that day, all that night, and then all day yesterday. And we had so much rain. I think I saw on the news that we were getting like 30 milliliters or, I can't remember, centimeters of rain. probably not centimeters. It was a rain warning. We were getting a lot of rain. And today it was supposed to be sunny, so I was really excited. I was going to go for a bike ride today. But it's not sunny. It's overcast, and it looks like it's going to rain again. And it did drizzle earlier, so I haven't been on my bike yet. But I do plan to go. It's only 3 o'clock right now. So when I'm finished with this video, I'll probably go for a bike ride. Even if I just have to stay in the neighborhood and loop around a few times to get my kilometers in, I'll do that. I'd like to try to do 5 kilometers again today. And you guys, as an NSV, well, it's not yet. It's just something I signed up for. I signed up for the Great Canadian Bike Challenge for the month of June. I will be trying to ride, well, I will be riding 75 kilometers in the month of June to raise money for children's cancer for the Sick Kids Hospital. I think that's a really good thing to do, and I like bike riding. I'm shaking the table with my knee. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, and that was the other NSV. My asthma is so much better. It was bad while I had the pneumonia, because the pneumonia was triggering it. If I get sick, it triggers my asthma. But I've been able to walk for an hour without needing my Ventolin. I've been able to do 2 bike rides without needing my Ventolin. I went from needing my Ventolin 4 times a day, every day, plus more if I was doing any form of walking, going up the stairs, or if I got sick. And now I think I can count on one hand how often I've taken it in the last 3 weeks, maybe. That just is wild. So that's really good. I'm really pleased with that. Because I wasn't sure if my asthma would get better, because I've had it since I was a little girl. I've had it since I was a baby, actually. And I'm not saying it's gone. It's not gone. I still have it. I have severe asthma, but it's in better control right now because of the weight loss. So that's great, and I'll take it. I mean, if I get sick, if I get a virus, I will still have asthma, because that triggers it. If I go near a dog or a cat, I can have poodles, but I can't be around anything else. Then my allergies trigger the asthma, molds trigger. Like, I'm allergic to a lot of things, but just exercise-induced asthma, that portion has gotten so much better. So I'm really pleased about that. That's awesome. Another NSV, I went to a big family gathering this weekend. My Uncle Buck had a party for my cousin Ann, who was visiting Canada from California. And she stayed for a week, and he wanted to have a big dinner for her with all the relatives. And I did want to see Ann, but normally I would have made arrangements to see her one-on-one. I don't like big gatherings. I'll go to small family gatherings, like if it's just like 3 families, you know, like my aunts and uncles, their kids, my family. I'll go to that, but when it's all the whole extended family, I don't like to go. But I went, and I had a really good time. And also there was food I could eat. My uncle made sure, and my mom helped him, that there was food I could eat, so I didn't feel left out. And everybody gave me such wonderful feedback, so many comments. My Uncle Buck just saw me 3 weeks ago, and when I walked in, he's like, "Oh my God, Kathy, are you even the same girl?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." You know? So, and he counts my weight in potatoes. So when I lost 50 pounds, he's like, "You lost a 50-pound bag of potatoes." And now that I've lost 62, he's like, "You lost a 50-pound bag of potatoes plus a 10-pound bag of potatoes plus 2 pounds of separate potatoes." He's so funny, but he's right, I guess. I was carrying that all around in my body. I couldn't carry a 50-pound bag of potatoes. So I thought that was funny. And I got to meet with my younger cousins who I haven't seen in a long time, and it was really nice to catch up with them, find out what's going on in their lives. One just got a job as a nurse. She just graduated this year. Another just came back from Africa. She went on safari with her husband. Wow, trip of a lifetime. So that was nice. And like I said, I didn't feel deprived at all. I had 4 spoons of sausage, red pepper, onion mix that I thought I'll try it. Because sausage is like ground pork inside, you know, once you take off the skin, and I did. I took off the skin and broke it up, and I mushed it up with all the sauce, like the pepper sauce. My uncle said there was no sugar or anything in it. So, and it was okay, and I ate it very slowly, and everyone was laughing because my plate, you know, I had a regular sized plate, but like 4 spoons of food on it, and everyone else had like mounds of food. And it takes me a long time to eat, especially meat. So, in the time it took me to eat my little plate of food, other people had gone down back for seconds, some people had gone for thirds, and dessert. So I didn't feel deprived at all, because I was still eating while they were eating and talking while they were talking. And I just put my fork down between bites and you know, make sure I chew it 7 million times and I take really tiny little bites. See, I'm looking in the wrong place because the camera's over here, and I want to look here where the red light is flashing. I have to look over here. Sorry, you guys. So anyway, that was good. My clothes are almost all too big now. I only have a few outfits. This was way too big for me, what I'm wearing now. And it fits nicely now. It's actually getting a little bit baggy, but not too baggy. Like, it's comfortable. It's the way I like it. And my leggings that I bought 3 weeks ago, they still look good because I got them tight. Well, you know how leggings fit. They're clingy. But I can pull the waistband all the way up to my boobs now. So, yeah. So even that is, you know, going somewhere. And I'm just going to stick with leggings until I get down. I'm just going to keep buying leggings in smaller sizes because it seems to be the pants that will last the longest, because my dress pants that I had, I can't wear any of them anymore. They just fall right off. Even my tighter ones that have a little bit of lycra in them, but were still dress pants, they're just, I can't wear them. So, and my track pants that I started with, forget it. There's just no way. Which is really cool. And one thing that really kind of freaks me out is all my sweaters. Like, these are okay. Like, this one was one that didn't fit me before. It's 3/4 length sleeve. But the sleeves that were regular length that would have come down to my wrists, the sleeves come about this much past my fingers now on my sweaters. Like, the ones that I wear over things. So, I'm still going to wear them. I just rolled them up because I don't want to spend the money. I'm on a fixed income. I will buy more when I need to. But for now, because it doesn't matter if those are they're baggy or bulky, because they're just for outerwear, and I'm not really going anywhere fancy. I mean, I have a wedding to go to in May, and I will buy something new to wear for that, definitely. But just to walk in the neighborhood, I don't care. So I'm just wearing my big stuff. And I think when I hit 70 pounds or 80 pounds, that's when I'll go shopping. I would like to wait for 100, but I think that's going to take way too long, and I will definitely need things before then. Yeah. So I guess I have 1 more week to go on soft foods, and I did do my what I eat video. It's on there, but none of my supper videos turned out. They were on my tablet. My tablet wasn't working, so I'm going to try to upload them later on, and I'll just do a part 2 of what I eat, or I'll try. If I don't know if they even worked out. I'm trying to transfer them to my computer using Dropbox, so I don't know if they're going to go over or not. Anyway, I wanted to do some shout-outs. Millie Mae, good luck with your plastic surgery. I'm so excited for you. You do look great already. I can't imagine how wonderful you're going to look after. And Carrie from the Carlson clan, you had surgery yesterday. I hope everything went well for you. And welcome to the loser's bench. And I really hope and pray that you have an easy recovery with not a lot of pain. And Rachel, I guess you'll be starting your pre-op diet pretty soon. So good luck with that. Tosh at VSG for Baby B, congrats on losing 100 pounds. Wow, you look amazing. Everybody, thank you for watching. I am so thrilled. I have 59 subscribers. I only need 2.4 more and my subscribers will match my weight loss. Isn't that cool? I really appreciate everyone who comments and likes my videos and subscribes. It means the world to me to have your support. When I get to 100 subscribers, I'll do a little giveaway. I don't have a lot of money. I'm on a fixed income. I'm on Canada Pension. But I'll do a giveaway. I think I might make something. I crochet and I do other arts and crafts. So I'll make things and I'll show you what I have in mind. And you can tell me if you think it's a good idea. So thank you all for watching and commenting. It was great talking to you again. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.